Hello and welcome all dear student to this new tutorial Python data handling part 2. In part 1 we have discussed what are data types, what is number data type, what is floating data type and how to use type function in Python. So the link of that tutorial can be found in the description given below. In this tutorial we will study what is the classification of data types, what is complex data type, what is non data type, what is sequence data type and what is mapping data type. In sequence we will study strings, list and tuples. Now in fifth, in fourth and fifth, keep this in mind that there are separate chapters of each data type, string, list, tuples and dictionaries. So here I am only giving you the introduction part. Only I am introducing the topics what is a string, list, tuple and dictionary. The detail you will study in separate tutorials on these topics. Okay. So let's start with the classification of data types. As we have studied in the previous tutorial, Python data types can be classified as follows. We have studied numbers, integer, floating point and boolean. Today we will study complex, sequence, string, list, tuple. Sets is not in your syllabus. Then we will study none and in mapping we will study dictionaries. Only the introductory part. So let's start with the complex data type. Now you all have used the complex numbers in mathematics. Now complex number consists of two parts. One is real part and other is imaginary part. So in Python, a complex number in Python is made up of two parts. One is floating point, one is real and other is imaginary. And these two parts are in the form of floating point values in decimal point. Okay. Now imaginary part of the complex number is represented in Python by j instead of I. So in mathematics you have studied that the imaginary part is represented as I, but in Python it is represented as j. So if I write 1 plus 0 j, here 0 denotes the imaginary part. Now if you want to access the real and imaginary part from a complex number, you have to use x dot real and x dot y. Now x is an object that stores the that is storing the complex number, means it is the variable that is storing the complex number. You can use any variable name here. For example, if I write x equal to, see here x is an object or a variable that stores 1 plus 3j. So what is real part in this? 1 is real part and the part that appears before j is imaginary part. So 3 is an imaginary part. It's now if I want to print real part and imaginary part, what will I have to write? X dot real, print x dot real comma x dot imag. Okay, imaginary. So you will get the output 1.0 space 3.0. Example 2. Now suppose your complex number contains negative value also, 9 minus 5j. Now what is real part here? 9. And what is imaginary part? Minus 5. So if I print y dot real y dot imaginary, you will get the output 9 and minus 5. Is that clear? So it is very simple. Fine. Now what is none data type? In Python program, sometimes you have to show the absence of value. It means a variable does not contain any value. It is empty. So it is denoted using none data type. In a program, when we have to show the absence of value, now the n should be written in capital letter. Example, suppose if I write t equal to none, it means t contains nothing. Now if I write type t, now it will tell the data type of variable t. So the output will be class none type. So this we will use in the coming tutorials. Now sequence data type. Now what is sequence? It means it is a collection of values. So whenever you find this word in Python, sequence, it means it is a collection of values. It means it can hold multiple values in it and which are in sequential order. So it is a collection of values which are in sequential order, and each value can be referred using an index starting from 0. This I will tell you. They are of three types: strings, list and tuples. So there are separate chapters for each of these data types: string, list and tuples. Here we will only study the introductory part. Now let's start with strings. Now what is a string in Python? As I have told you, if I open IDLE and if you are storing any value within double quotes or single quotes, it is known as string. Now if I print the data type of this A, you will find that it is printing class str. Now here hello has been written within double quotes. Similarly, you can write any string within single quotes also. Now I am writing the same string within single quotes. Now again use type function to get the data type. Again you will see it is giving class str. Str means string. So it is an ordered sequence of characters. Now in characters can contain letter, digit and symbols. See, here I can store x equal to James Bond at the rate 007 at the rate 007. Okay. Now see, here I am storing letters also, digits also and symbol also. Now when I print x, you will get the output. Now it is enclosed in single quotes or double quotes. Okay, keep this in mind. It is immutable data type, means its value cannot be changed. So what are immutable? What are the examples of immutable data types? One is integer, float, string, and one more you will study, tuples. Okay, and then there are mutable data types in which the examples are list and dictionary. Now see, the example is given. If I write x equal to a, if I write type x, it will print class str. Now if I write x equal to hello and then if I print type x, it will again give class str. Now see, if I print a equal to 3, now 3 is not written in double quotes, and if I write type a, it will give class int, and if I write 3 within single quotes, it will be treated as a string, and if I write type a, then it will give class str. So are you getting the difference? When you write a equal to 3, 3 without single or double quotes, it is treated as an integer, and when you write 3 within single or double quote, it is treated as a string. Now what is list? Very simple example of list is, suppose if you write some values within square brackets separated by commas, it is called as list in Python. So when you print a, you will get the values within square bracket. So it is a sequence of values enclosed within square brackets. For example, if you write t equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 within square bracket and now you print the data type of t, you will get class list. And again, list is mutable. It means its value can be changed. It is not immutable. Now what is tuple? It is a sequence of values enclosed within parentheses. See, now if I write t equal to, and within parentheses if I write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if you print t, it is known as tuple. So here t is called as tuple in Python. When you print T, you will get the output within parentheses. Suppose T equal to 1, 2, 3, 5. Now get the data type of T, you will get class tuple. It is immutable data type. So there are 4 examples of immutable data types. What are these 4 examples? One is integer, other is float, third is string, and fourth is tuple. And there are 2 examples of mutable data types, list and dictionary. Now next is what is mapping data type dictionary? It is a collection of key value pairs enclosed within curly brackets. See, in Python, if I write d equal to, and within curly bracket if I write 1 and I write A, then if I write comma 2, then colon B, then again comma 3 and colon C within curly brackets. Now here one value is written before colon and one value is written after colon. Whatever you write before colon is called as key, and whatever you write after the colon is called as value. So dictionary is a collection of key value pairs. So here you have written it a collection of key value pairs enclosed within curly brackets. Are you getting? So here 1, 2, 3 are keys. Here 1, 2, 3 are called keys, and A, B, C are called their values. It can be ordered as well as unordered. A tuple is a immutable data type. Let me correct this. A dictionary is a mutable data type. A dictionary is a mutable data type. Let me save it, again run it. So a dictionary is a mutable data type. Example, if I write D equal to 1A, 2B, 3C, then here 1, 2, 3 are called as keys and A, B, C are values. Now if I write type D, it will print class dict. See here, if I write here I have written this. Now if I write type D, then it will print class dict. Dict means dictionary. Okay, is that clear? Okay, so in this tutorial what we have studied? We have studied the classification of data types, then we have studied what is complex data type, then what is non-data type. In sequence data type we have studied string, list and tuples in short, and then mapping data type which is dictionary. So that's all for today. In the next video tutorial we will continue with the Python data handling part 3. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Take care and goodbye.